It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I'm doing fine. And many of you know that we are in the midst of a playlist worship series on Sunday mornings where we are examining the intersection of favorite songs with Scripture. There's a song that I just sang, popular in the 90s, from R.E.M. that didn't make the cut but was nominated for use. And I think it bears reference in this devotion. You know, we enter this 2021 that we hope will be so different than 2020, but we also know that in many ways it's the end of the world as we used to know it. And what's to come? Everybody says we're living into the new normal, but if anyone tells you that they know exactly what that new normal is, they're pulling your leg. We just aren't sure, are we? Think about it in terms of economics. Are we ever going to go back to shopping in the way we used to? Think of it in terms of politics. We come out of a time where we realize the very foundations of democracy have been shaken. If anybody thinks that that's all past, then we didn't really learn anything from 2020. Think of it in terms of social gatherings. It's the end of the world as we know it. Will we ever be entertained or gather together without awareness of the need to be careful? And how will this affect experiences like being the church together? We long for and are making plans for in-person gatherings, but we know that this online world of communicating the gospel will continue. It's the end of the world as we know it, but as people of faith, we are doing fine. Scripture tells us of the transience of human life, but it also tells us about where we come from, who we are, and where we're going. The one who is our yesterday, our today, and tomorrow. It's Him that we live and move and have our being. It's Him that we live our lives through Christ with faith, hope, and love. It's the end of the world as we know it, but because we are not alone, we are doing fine. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I'm doing fine.